The key piece of work was the sector analysis. In many ways, the Arts Award was popular across all sectors, and we had excellent feedback from a whole range of different organisations who were offering the Arts Award, saying how well it fit with their objectives as an organisation and the extent to which it supported young people in their organisation. But those sectors delivered very different candidate numbers to us and presented very different pictures in terms of cost of delivery and overall income. So we looked at 4 specific sectors. We looked at 2 of those were formal sector, 2 of those were schools in effect. One group of schools was specialist arts colleges and the other was all other schools. We looked at informal education and we looked at arts education, the arts sector. And we looked at some of the key attributes of each of those market sectors and found that for arts organisations, the Arts Award was a key part of what they were doing, but often they entered quite small numbers of young people for the Arts Award, and often those organisations needed to work together in order to achieve sufficient numbers of candidates to make it worthwhile for both them and us. We looked at informal education, and one of the characteristics of that was that it was it's a bit of a catch-all in terms of the sector. It was the sector where everything else was put that didn't fit anywhere else, really. So very diverse and rather difficult to plan for. So the 2 sectors we focused on in terms of delivering growth were the formal sector, arts colleges specifically, because there were a fixed number of arts colleges, and the ideals of the Arts Award had been shown to fit extremely closely with those of the Specialist Arts College. So this was clearly a route to growth for us, and one that we could provide quite simple support for, to enable us to achieve that growth. But the thing we said from the start was that we were in all those markets already, and we had no intention of pulling out of those markets, or indeed reducing our levels of support for those markets, in order to keep this broad appeal for the Arts Award, but at the same time to allow us to focus on the markets that were going to deliver the rapid growth that we would need to achieve sustainability.